buddy. I agree, Edward Beador. There should be a bisexual flag emoji. I'm actually unsure why there isn't, but anybody, anyway. Happy Pride Month, everyone. Happy Pride Month, everyone. Hope everyone is doing good. I hope you're having a wonderful Pride. I don't know why I don't have a rainbow flag. I like the rainbow flag, but I don't own one for some reason. Don't know why. So here's the trans flag, and there's the bi flag over there. And just off camera, you can't see it. There's the pan flag. Ha, oh, hoo. Ah, da, 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 ba, ba. Hope everyone is doing good. Happy Pride. That's Jessie's Pride anthem right there. Happy Pride, happy Pride. I'm not good at lyrics, so happy Pride. That's the best you're gonna get out of me. I wish I could put this like somewhere so I could like it'd be like in frame. I don't really like. Could I just do this the whole stream? Just that. I'll just do that, or maybe actually, you know what? Wait. I wonder if I can do this. That work? Nope, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. There we go. Wait. Nope. Okay. I tried my best, everyone. I tried my best. That's all we can ask is I try my best. How is everyone today? So for those who do not know, well, first let me say hi to everybody. Hello, S. Jane. Hello, Castelas, Melina, Ian, Mark, Benit, Cocoa Butt, Cappuccino Crafts, Osiris. Let's see, Just Carowin, Anna F, Sham 12, Blue CA baby. Welcome to your first stream, by the way. Blue CA, you said this is your first stream that you've caught of mine. Well, welcome, and I hope you are having a wonderful time. Let's see, Edward Beador, I think I already said hi to you, but if I didn't, there you are. Wellington Smith, Danny, Sap of Trees, Symbolic Gamer, Jordan Joan. I am sure there are. Why is my voice suddenly doing this thing? Why, this is the words that are coming out of my mouth. I hope everyone is doing wonderfully today. I hope everyone's having a wonderful start to Pride as best as possible. I know I just filmed a video earlier today, and I just wanted to kind of say this. I'll say this up front, right here is like, you know, things have not looked great for, you know, especially for trans people, but LGBTQ people in general the past few months, you know, for the entire U.S. history, I guess, and recent history. But at the end of the day, despite all the, you know, the hardships that we've gone through, I just want to say that I am so proud to be part of this beautiful, wonderful community. Not only this community on this channel, which is amazing, and I am so proud of it, and I'm so honored by all of you, but I'm also just so proud to be you know, part of the LGBTQ community. It's just wonderful, and yes, we have a lot of hardships. There's going to be a lot of you know, things we're going to fight for, but at the end of the day, there's no community I'd rather fight for, and no community I'm more proud of to be a part of than this community. So yeah, so thank you to all of you for being a wonderful community on this channel. And then for those of you who are members of the LGBTQ community, I'm so glad to have all of you here. I'm so glad to just be part of this community. And if for those of you who are not part of the LGBTQ community, who are here, who are allies, thank you for being allies. Thank you for being wonderful people as well. While this month is not about you, I definitely appreciate all of you for being allies of the Pride, or the Pride community, the LGBTQ community. You know, we wouldn't be anywhere without our allies either. You know, the LGBTQ people fight for ourselves, and we will always fight for ourselves, but our allies are also important to us. So thank you for being wonderful people yourselves. So, all right. So for those of you who don't know, now that I've gotten that out of the way, not that I, you know, it's such a hard thing to do to say thank you. But let's just do a little bit of housekeeping bits just for people who may be new here, who may not be not know what this is. This is my weekly chat stream for about 1 hour every single Thursday. I sit here and hang out with all of you. and just enjoy your company, enjoy hanging out with you, and I answer whatever questions you have out in the chat. So whatever you want to say, whatever you want to talk about, whatever you want to discuss, I will answer your questions. Obviously, I can't get to everybody's because there's so many of you here. Like, look at all of you. Look at all of you beautiful folks in the chat. So I can't get to everyone's questions. The other thing, too, is if you are... Oh, and thank you, Wellington Smith. That is absolutely... Yes, please. Thank you for sharing that. If you do a super chat, I give you a heart, and then I give a heart to everyone at the end of the chat. But if you do super chats, I give you a heart, and I answer your question. I already see there's a few super chats, so I'll get to those in just a second. But yeah, those are the rules. We just... I answer questions, we hang out, and we just have a good time. And then, all right, just quick checking some things real quick here. All right. So, just quick checking on super chats. So let's get to the super chats, and then I'll start answering whatever questions that people have. Melody Maynard, you just gave a super chat at the beginning of this, and I just wanted to give you a heart. So thank you so much. You are absolutely lovely and amazing, and I give you the biggest heart in the world. Thank you so much. And Ace Tigra, heart to you. Thank you so much for your super chat. You said, hello from Grand Rapids. I am so sad that Pose is ending. I am putting something out there. I would love to see Angelina Ross play a captain. Ooh. Yes, and I'm trying to look up because I'm bad with actors' names. Angelina Ross. By the way, Pose this season has been amazing. I have been so loving it. I am sad to see it go. Especially because, like, the thing with Pose... Sorry, I'm just looking up Angelina... Oh, my gosh, yes. Oh, my gosh, Angelina Ross? Yes, okay. From Pose, yeah. She would be fan-frickin-tastic as a captain. Oh, my gosh, I would love that. She would be so phenomenal. She would have that, like, gravitas, and yet, like, that sense of fun. Also, trans captain would be amazing. But back to Pose. Like, I have been loving Pose. And the sad thing about Pose is it's not only is it a great show on its own, but it's so sad that, like, when it goes, that means that, like, a huge chunk of trans women and trans women of color, especially black trans women, but just trans women of color in general, representation on television will be going away. So I really hope that other TV shows and other things step up to fill that void, because we need more. We need more of that, especially trans people of color need to get more representation. And it's Pose has done an amazing job at that, but it is sad that it has to be such a large chunk of that representation. But I'm debating doing a video on Pose if I can find a way to talk about it that you know, I can speak to from my experience, but also don't want to, like, speak for trans people of color, because that show is so much about them that I don't want to speak for them. But I do want to do a video on Pose at some point. Just trying to make sure I do it a way that's respectful and tactful, and not speaking for other people as well. So yeah, I love that show. It's fantastic. Punk Rock Zoologist, you said, let's see, where'd you go? Sorry, your super chat disappeared on me for a hot second there. Punk Rock Zoologist, who does a wonderful Deep Space Nine podcast, by the way. If you're a huge fan of Deep Space Nine, you should listen to the Vedic Assembly. Great podcast that Punk Rock Zoologist runs. But heart to you. Thank you so much for your super chat. You said, happy Pride, Jessie. Thank you for being such a wonderful person and such a great educator on LGBTQIA plus issues. I've certainly learned a lot from you. Well, thank you so much, Punk Rock Zoologist. You are very kind, and I really appreciate it. And I try my best, but, you know, I do appreciate seeing you. Also, I see Council of Geeks stepped in, by the way. Hi, Council. It's good to see ya. Good to have you here. Let's see. All right. Gozer, I made you a mod. So there you go. Happy to make you a mod. Let's see here. Apologies if I say your name wrong, because I'm going to. I do apologize. I try my best. Jan in Tizikzik. I totally bombed that, but heart to you. I'm going to give you a double heart for me totally bombing your name there. And thank you, by the way, Mbot, for saying this green. I like this. This green looks good on me. I think it looks nice. I appreciate you saying that. Happy Pride, everyone. Well, happy Pride to you, even though I totally screwed up your name, so apologies for that. Insert cheesy pun here. I love you for that. Heart to you. That is a great profile name. Let's see. You said, happy Pride. Last year, I was anxious because my parents were really not great previously about who I was. This year, my stepmom has a rainbow mat and yard decor. My dad has ally shirts. It gets better. That's amazing. Oh, that's absolutely wonderful. That is super sweet. And yeah, I mean, that's one of the things that, it's not in every case. Some people are crappy and they stay crappy, but the the thing that is nice is, especially with like when you come out to parents who want to be accepting but still aren't, like, they're learning, that it does get better over time. Like, same with my parents. I had a very similar experience again, and I know that I'm lucky in that my parents were all accepting, all four of them, because my parents are divorced and remarried. um Oh, you don't. If you don't want to be a mod, Gozer, I will unmod you. So if you're not, I unmodded you if you don't want to be a mod. But yeah, my parents as well. It's a very similar situation. It was very much a how like when I first came out, they had a lot of questions. They didn't really understand. They didn't really know how to react to their daughter being trans, and like what's the right thing to say and things like that. So but then as time went on, now they are like, during Pride Month, they have rainbow stuff. They put up a rainbow. My dad and my stepmom owned a bed and breakfast. They have a rainbow sign up on their door and saying, this is a welcome place for LGBTQ people, which, is just absolutely wonderful. And so it does get better, and people learn and people grow, especially when exposed to people that they love that are, LGBTQ. And that's not for everybody. And I know that's a privilege for some, but I like to think that is more the norm than not, especially today. So that is wonderful to hear. Insert cheesy pun. David Johnson, heart to you. Thank you for the super chat, you lovely, lovely human. You said, let's see. Hello, it's good to be back. Happy Pride Month, and you are always beautiful, amazing. Beautifully amazing. Thank you so much. It's like, you didn't say I was beautiful, but I'll say it. I'm beautiful. It's fine. It's fine. But yes, thank you so much. I really appreciate that, David. Let's see. Michelle Guyen, loved your Esri Dax video. I think of Jessie as who we wish we were, but Esri is more who we actually are. Very much so. Yeah, that is exactly how I've always looked at those two. And thank you so much. I really loved the Esri video, and I'm glad people seem to really love it. That one. It didn't do super well in the algorithm comparatively to some others, but yeah, no, I was really proud of that one, and I'm so glad that the people who did see it really loved it, because that one was a very personal one for me. So I'm glad that it resonated. With folks. So thank you so much for saying that. Let's see, just quick checking something really quick. Cool. All right. Let's see. All right, here we are. And Gozer, by the way, sorry for putting you on the spot. Oh, you... Wait, Gozer, did you want to be a mod or not? I apologize. Gozer, if you want to be a mod, let me know or not. I trust you, but if you don't want to be a mod, it's totally okay. I'm not putting any stress on you, but if you do want to be a mod, you're welcome to be one. Because I've just seen you in here a lot, and I trust you. All right, let's see. Checking on the next super chat here. Guardian Demon, thank you so much for your super chat. Heart to you. You are absolutely lovely. Love you, Jessie. The haters will never bend or break you. I appreciate you. For the Star Trek Enterprise reference. So you are lovely. Thank you for that. Why don't I ever use that phrase? No one's gonna have bend or break me. It's like I always go, it's been a long road, but I never say no one's gonna bend or break me. Whereas that feels like much more like the anthem that I should get out of that, out of that song. No one's gonna bend or break me. I can reach any star, but I've got faith. So yeah. So I feel like that would be much more the norm, right? But alas, we'll see how that goes. All right, let's see here. Just quick going down. Suzanne, heart to you. Thank you so much for the super chat. You are lovely. You said, June coffee. I'm not around currently since my son is ill. Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, I send you and your son some love. Thank you for the super chat, and thank you for the coffee. But my heart goes to you and your son, and I hope your son gets better soon, or as best as is possible. But sending you love, and sending you both love right now. So thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Oh, I didn't know. Thank you, Rowan. I actually didn't know that. MJ Rodriguez. I didn't know that Blanca and Pose, who I love, by the way. I didn't know she played Audrey in Little Shop of Horrors. She would be great at that, actually. Now thinking about that, I'll have to see that. That's amazing. If there's a recording of it, I don't know if you mean on stage or if they did like a production. So yeah. Cade MacArthur, sorry the trolls attacked your stream. Anyways, how can I help? I don't want to talk about this too much, but I just wanted to quick address it here. Some trolls, there was a troll attack, a raid on my stream on Saturday evening, my last stream. I've been keeping an eye on the situation, and as a result of that, I have beefed up a little bit of security on the channel. So I just want everyone to know it may happen again. Sadly, I try my best to create the safest space as possible here on my channel, but unfortunately, as best I can, this is still a public space on YouTube, so I can't always handle it all. But I've been talking with my mods. I have kept an eye on the situation, so I'm aware of it, and I don't want to say too much more than that. But my mods and I are aware of it, and if it does happen again, I have some security measures in place to help deal with it. The mods are aware, and also I have a few other things that I'll be doing. But the biggest thing for everyone else to know, if you are watching this stream and you know, a raid does happen, the trolls show up, whatever happens, best idea, just ignore it. Just ignore them. You don't want to, there's a reason they say don't feed the trolls. They're just trying to get a reaction. So that's why I don't want to talk about it too much, because it's just feeding them if they somehow catch the stream or whatever. You know, all I'll just say is if they do show up, you know, let them burn themselves out. It's like a dog running around in a circle. You know, just let them wear himself out. You know, I'm not going to allow their hate and nastiness to ruin things. So it is what it is with being, you know, YouTube is a public space, and I try my best to make it as safe and kind as scary as possible, but I can't control everything. So I'll do the best I can. I have some plans for if it happens again. But all I ask of all of you is if it does happen, please just ignore them. Don't feed them. And myself and the mods will deal with it. But the biggest thing is just ignore. So, yeah, that's all I'll say on that front. So, but moving on, Geek Filter, heart to you. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate you. So let's see. You said Happy Pride Month, and yes, that green looks great. Very Starbuck from Battlestar. Yeah, this does very very much look like Starbuck, like Cara Thrace. I love it. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even think about that. This is very Cara Thrace. That is like a high compliment. High compliment. High compliment. I really appreciate it. Oh God, now that makes me very proud, actually. Comparing me to Starbuck, that's like the nicest compliment anyone has ever given me in my life. And I absolutely mean that. Let's see, just quick check in here. Okay, heart to you. You said I want to hear you try to pronounce my name. I'm gonna try. Let's see. I want to. Oh gosh. Otokogoroshi? Otokogoroshi? Otokogoroshi, I feel like would probably be my best attempt. That's probably not even close, but I try my best. So let's see. Let's see. Jay the Pyromaniac, thank you so much for your super chat. You said, hi, Jessie, I'm drawing, what Star Trek character do I draw you as? I mean, the obvious answer is a Trill. If you want to draw me like, Gray from Star Trek Discovery, like with the blue hair, oh, I would love that. But yeah, Trill, mwah. I love the, obviously my favorite alien species. The other one would be, Andorians, because, you know, we have the phrase on this channel, bone the blue lady. So if you want to draw me as an Andorian, as a blue lady, I would also take that too. Those are for anyone's reference, my two favorite alien species in Star Trek, Trill and Andorians. I love those two so much. I absolutely love them. Melina says, why do you wear glasses? Because I can't see without them. I mean, I think I look cuter with glasses. Not that I think I look bad, but I just think that they frame my face a little bit better with glasses. But also, no, I can't. I literally, it's just, I don't know if there's anything else, like it's astigmatism or anything like that, but it's just, I just can't see. So, yeah. Pretty much everyone in my family, on my mom's side of the family, wears glasses. So, yeah, you know, it is what it is. Plus, again, I think I look cuter with glasses. So, yeah. Edward Bedor. The only problem I have with glasses, actually, to be honest, is just the reflection. In when I do videos, sometimes you'll see the reflection of lights in videos, and that's always annoying. That's my only real issue with glasses. But Edward Bedor, heart to you. Thank you so much for the super chat. You said, you ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? I have, and it's not as sexy as it was hyped up to be. Both a Batman reference and a Star Trek reference there, Edward. I love you. That is absolutely wonderful. Let's see. Let's see. Do. Glasses Squad represent. Trills, not trolls. Yes, Gozer, I agree. Trills, not trolls. Let's see. Just quick checking on this. Samuel Howard, heart to you. Thank you so much for your super chat. You said, sorry I'm late. Good to see everyone here, and kudos to the wonderful mods out there. Yes, I should say, you know, after the stuff that happened Saturday, again, I don't want to get into all of it, but just sort of saying up front, like the mods, you are all lovely. Let's give some love to the mods because they really helped out Saturday, and they're always lovely here. So absolutely love to the mods, you lovely, lovely people. I want to try and do, I don't know how to like thank the mods, but try my best to, you know, maybe I'll do something, try and do something for the mods on this channel, but just give them all the love because they deserve it. The mods on this channel are freaking amazing. Oh, and thank you, Corey. You said, I'll say it, Jessie Gender, you are absolutely beautiful. You are beautiful, Corey, if that's a term that you want me to use, but you are beautiful. You and Vale are both wonderful, and I adore you both. Let's see. Gozer, wait. No, Gozer. I don't know if you want to be a mod or not. I'm like trying to catch you in the chat to see what you're saying, but oh well. Gozer, if you want to be a mod, I'll just let me know at some point, and you're welcome to be. We'll figure it out. Von Tux, heart to you. Thank you so much for your super chat. You are lovely. He said, suggestions for media to consume during Pride Month. Rocco's Modern Life movie, a good choice. Yes. Ooh, okay. Pose would be a great one. I mean, if you have not seen Pose, go watch Pose. That would probably be my biggest recommendation for Pride Month. Like, go watch that series. I would also recommend, what was the documentary, Disclosure, I believe it was called? Is that the Closure, trans documentary? I want to make sure I got that right. Yes, Disclosure. That's an LGBTQ documentary focused on trans representation in film. I would highly recommend that. The other thing I would recommend for Pride Month is support, and I'm not saying this for my own benefit. Go support other trans creators. Go support other LGBTQ creators, not just trans folks. So I'll focus on trans folks because, you know, they're sort of a marginalized community, but obviously I'm biased in that. You know, support trans creators of color. Like Kat Black, for example, is someone who I really adore. She is a wonderful advocate, and absolutely wonderful human being. So please, I think that's the sort of biggest thing during Pride Month is try and support local or small scale LGBTQ people who don't get a lot of attention. In fact, why don't I just quick mention a couple channels that I follow that are smaller than me, if I can pull them up real quick. Let me just quick see. I would say, let's see. Verily Bitchy, by the way, Verily Bitchy, who is a wonderful human being, and has appeared, who is a mod on this channel actually, but she also has a wonderful channel of her own talking about bisexual issues. So I would highly recommend her channel if you like Verily Bitchy. Let's see, anyone? I'm just quick running through because I subscribe to a bunch of people, so I might not be able to get a big amount of people because my brain does not remember people off the top of my head. Raffi Ermac, I should say. Raffi Ermac, he is my old boss at Pride.com, but he has his own YouTube channel where he like interviews people like from Shadow and Bone and stuff. I would highly recommend him. He's like a big teddy bear, wonderful human being, and I adore him. So go follow at Raffi Ermac on his YouTube channel. The Costume Codex, I would also recommend. I actually just appeared in one of the Costume Codex's videos. So I would highly recommend the Costume Codex if you want to like learn about how costumes matches up with storytelling. She does a wonderful job on her channel. So I would highly recommend those three channels. So Verily Bitchy, the Costume Codex, and then Raffi Ermac are three that I would direct you towards. And Kat Black as well, I should say. All right. D. Duval, heart to you. Thank you so much for your super chat. I really appreciate you. You said, following up on Geek Filter's comments, I think Jessie would crush any Katie Sackhoff cosplay character. Jessie, what is your favorite costume you've ever had? Ooh, good question. And thank you for seconding the Katie Sackhoff stuff. I love Katie Sackhoff. Favorite costume I've ever done. I mean, honestly, I know it's kind of vanilla in terms of the costume, but I think I look really good in the Star Trek Discovery Captain outfit, the Captain Pike outfit, the yellow one with the collar. I actually think I look really, really good in that outfit. frames, frames my body in a good way, if you know what I mean. But I actually just, you feel really powerful in that outfit. It looks good. I like how like saturated and poppy it is. And I just think it looks kind of professional, but it also looks kind of like fun as well. So yeah, I know that that's not the most exciting costume, but I really like wearing that one. It's honestly one of my personal favorite Star Trek costumes that I have, and it's one of my favorite cosplays to do. I'm also looking forward to I haven't done it yet, but I'm looking forward to doing a Tendi cosplay for Star Trek Lower Decks. So very much excited for that. All right, catching up on some here. Tracy Dale, heart to you. Thank you so much for your super chat. You said happy Pride. Well, happy Pride to you, you lovely human. And then I'm mispronouncing it, but haha, no problem. My name is really difficult to pronounce. Sending my love and hello from Mexico. Well, hello. Nice to see you all the way from Mexico here. It's wonderful to have you. And again, I'm giving you another heart, and I apologize that Jan is Zicky. I am so sorry, but I love you and thank you for being here. So apologies. So, let's see. Just see. William Marks, are you near farsighted? Why do you wear those cool glasses? I am, so I'm, what's the right one? I can read things when they're close to me, but not far away. So I think that's nearsighted, right? Yeah, so I think that's what nearsighted is. So, I'm nearsighted. So I can read just fine without the glasses, but like if I take, like, from here to the screen, like, I cannot read the chat here, but if my phone's right here, I can read. Like, I can read all this, but like the chat is just now a blur of color to me. So yeah, that's about my nearsightedness. Let's see, catching up here. Bumblebean B, heart to you. Thank you so much. Kink Pride thumbnail made me drop my phone and yeah, just to forewarn people. So the Kink of Pride video that's going to go up tomorrow, I'll just let people know up front here. I know that that's going to be a contentious conversation. It's a very heated one, and I totally understand that. I'm gonna spoil a little bit for you. My point in the video, and I'm gonna explore the whole conversation. But my end point in the video is I don't think that there is a right or wrong answer to this. The only right or wrong thing is if we try and make it say it has to be one or the other. That we don't have the conversation. There are people just like, it needs to be no Kink of Pride or there needs to be all Kink of Pride. And I think that that's a binary. This is something, and I'm stealing this from Council of Geeks, because Council of Geeks were talking about this when we were recording our podcast earlier this week. And this is something that she said, so I'll credit her. But she said, if it has to be one or the other, that sounds like a binary. You know what we say to binaries? Screw that. We used a stronger word, but since I'm on live stream, I'll keep it PG. But screw that to a binary. So, like I said, the video will talk about the whole issues, and I'm welcome to criticism or thoughts on it. But that, just to let everyone know, that is going to be the end consensus. There's going to be things I'm going to be talking about there. There's a lot of nuance in that, but I feel like as was typical with most of my videos, the answer is it's not about right or wrong. It's about the discussion and the discussion that comes out of it. And there's no right or wrong answer. So that's spoilers. That's my view on it. But we will explore much more than that in the video. And also, let's just say, while it does not get rated R or rated X in the video, you will see more of that costume. So if you're interested in that more of that costume does get shown in the video. I'm not above teasing the audience. I am not above teasing the audience. Just quick checking something. All right, cool. All right. Quick scrolling down. Melody Mernard, heart to you. Thank you so much for your super chat. And I'm just quick checking something real quick. There we are. All right. You said Melody Mernard. You said still more than half watching haven't liked the stream. Oh, I'm sorry you haven't liked the stream. That sucks. But hey, you're talking about people who haven't liked the video. Sorry, I thought you're not saying that you don't like the stream. You're saying, okay. Sorry, taking something like, oh, you don't like this. That makes me sad. Which would have been fine if you don't like the stream. That's okay. I'm not offended. It's okay. It's okay to not like my stuff. But anyways, that's not what you're saying. You're saying for people to like the stream. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. It helps me in the algorithm, but I'm not here to dictate what anyone does. If you want to like the stream, I appreciate it. If you don't, that's cool too. So love to all of you. Let's see. Number one rule, though, so I'm catching up on the stream here. Coming out tips, Louis Man Gaming. It all depends on your situation. I think the best thing for coming out tips, by the way, Louis Man Gaming, or for anyone's situation, is just like safety first, I think is the best thing. Always try to decide if coming out is safe for you. And then even if it is, like, try and put yourself in a safe space. So if that means, do it in public, unless it's someone that you absolutely trust will take it well. And then you can do it wherever you, but it's like, if you come out in public, if you need to, have a friend with you. If you have a friend who you can come out to, who you want to be there with you, make sure you always have an exit, either from the conversation or physically from the space is always important. I think that's sort of the big thing, and that's my biggest advice, is always make sure to think of your safety first when coming out. And it's sad that is something we have to consider, but I think it's just important to reiterate that. The other thing too is just how best to put this. When coming out, this is hard to do, and I understand that, but don't ever doubt yourself in it. You're coming out. It's you. Don't let, if someone takes it badly, just remember that is their problem, not yours. It's on them. When you come out, you are giving a gift to somebody. You're giving a gift of letting them know more about you and yourself and who you are. So when you do come out, that is what you are gifting to them. If they choose to reject that gift, that's on them. But it's not your fault for giving the gift. So no matter how someone comes out, or how someone reacts to coming out, know that you are doing the right thing, and you are a beautiful person, and you are an amazing person. So their reaction is on them, not on you. And that would be my two big things. So make sure to take care of yourself, be safe, and make sure to understand that any reaction is on them, not on you. It has nothing to do with you. And you're giving them a gift. Excuse me. The rest is all situation dependent. I can give other advice, but the other advice is kind of hard to do in sort of a broad context. It's hard to just sort of like blanket give advice. I'd have to know like the specifics of a situation to give you good advice. So, I already saw that. Quick scrolling down. Sorry, I'm missing a bunch of the chat, but I'm trying to make sure I keep up with the super chats here. Let's see. Catherine Lambeth, heart to you. Thank you so much for your super chat. You said you do look cuter with glasses. Well, thank you. I think so too. Maybe I should just wear extra glasses, like wear 3 or 4 or 5 glasses. Just like pile on the glasses. That'll be the best way to make me. That's how that works, right? It just, the more glasses you wear at once, the cuter you look. So I'll just like wear 10 or 12 or 13 glasses, and I'll be like the hottest thing ever. I think that's probably the best move, right? D. Duval, I don't think, apologies if I missed your super chat. And I think I saw yours. I think I got to it. You may have just missed it. So, all right. Osiris, thank you so much for the super chat. Heart to you. You said, you're amazing. Happy Pride, Jessie. Well, happy Pride to you. You are amazing. And thank you so much for the super chat. Ulysses the Pagan, heart to you. Thank you so much, Ulysses the Pagan. You said, I wanted to thank you because due to you, it helped me push out of the closet after being... I wanted to thank you because due to you, it helped push me out of the closet about being bisexual. I feel silly that I waited until 52, all of these wasted years, but better than never. Happy Pride Month. It was not wasted years. We're all on different journeys. First, let me say thank you for your kind words. I'm so glad that I was able to help with that, but I am so proud of you for coming out. And hey, I understand the regret, the feeling of like, oh, I waited so long to come out. I get that too. There's an element of me that's like, oh, I wish I had come out earlier as trans, because then maybe I could start off hormones before I went through puberty, that sort of stuff. But, it is what it is. And life is a journey. And we're all on our journeys. And, wherever we get to when we get to is where we get to it. And you can't change the past. You can only move forward differently. And, you made the choice to come out now. And I am so proud of you for that. And I'm so proud of you that from here on out, you get to like share the gift of yourself more with the world. And I understand the regret. But, don't feel bad about it. You can't change that. And honestly, all that matters is where you're at right now. And where you're at right now is coming out and being the best version of yourself that you can be. So don't feel like it was wasted years, because it was 52 years that got you to where you are now. And where you are now is great. So if it took 52 years, that's 52 years of, a great story that leads to a wonderful, wonderful completion in terms of where you're at in your coming out journey. So, you know, sometimes short novellas are great. Sometimes long novels are great, you know? Same thing with a coming out journey. So it's all about getting to where you're going to get to. So, all right. Nancy B, heart to you. Thank you so much. Cheers to a fellow Andorian enthusiast. I stan Shran. We all stan. Who doesn't stan Shran? Who's not a stan Shran stan? Something like that. I love the Andorians. The Andorians, to me, number one, if you read the books, it's not canonized in the show, but if you read the books, you learn that Andorians have 4 genders, which is amazing. Like 4 like quote unquote biological genders. I mean, humans have more than two sexes in reality anyways too, but you know, in Star Trek lore, Andorians have 4 biological sexes. I'm sure there's also intersex Andorians as well, and married variations therein. But anyways, within the lore, that is something discussed, which is awesome, and I love that idea. And I would love to see that canonized within Star Trek. That they have like their couple, they're like they don't like their marriages, their quote unquote typical marriages, because polyamory is also a thing and wonderful when done safely and consensually and with everyone involved, and sort of communicated well. But Andorians marry with 4 people. That's sort of the norm of their society, and that's awesome. Also, they're much more of a warrior society, but much less kind of like overdone, I think, as the Klingons. Like, I feel like Andorians are a little bit more believable in their portrayal of like a warrior culture. It's a little bit toned back from the Klingons, and I love the Klingons. Well, they're some of my least favorite race, but I have moments of when I love the Klingons. But yeah, I think Andorians are a little bit more realistic version of that. So, Gretchen Badger, heart to you. Thank you so much for your super chat. You said heart to the mods. Well, yeah, agreed there. Mods, you are freaking wonderful. You said, and happy Pride to y'all beauties. Jessie, hoping that you are finding little things this month, well, every month, that are bringing you joy. Have you seen Suited on HBO? Great trans-related documentary. I have not seen Suited. I will actually add that to my list. I'm always looking for good. Got a bunch of emails and stuff. Just quick. It always happens when I'm on stream. I always get all the emails, but I'm not going to quick chat. I'm just going to add Suited because I like a good with produced by Lena Dunham. Ooh, interesting. Many thoughts on Lena Dunham, but I'll check out the doc. I will check out the doc. Thank you for recommending it to me. Let's see. Aw, thank you, Gozer. That uniform does look great on you. Von Tuck's heart to you. Thank you so much. You said, agreed, Pike uniform indeed a good look. It is a good look. The Pike uniform in Discovery, I think it just looks, it's so nice. It's like sleek but stylish. I love the slightly asymmetric look with the collar being slightly asymmetric on it. I really love that look. I honestly, if I this is a spoiler, but I think I might do a like ranking the Starfleet uniforms at some point. And whenever I do, I'd have to like look at them all, but that one actually might be my number one because I really love that uniform look. I really enjoy it. So let's see. Geek Filter, heart to you. Kirk at Pride, that is going to be really contentious. Yeah, Kirk at Pride. Ooh, that would be very contentious, wouldn't it? Because it would mean like, is Kirk coming out? Is he finally coming out? We've known all these years Kirk / Spock has always been a thing. So if Kirk finally comes out, I am here for it. There was that like whole thing a few months ago where people were saying like, oh, they're gonna make Kirk bisexual in Star Trek Strange New Worlds, which honestly, I'd be here for. There's plenty of evidence for that. I mean, like literally watch the episode. I mean, there's plenty of like Kirk / Spock stuff that you see, but like watch the episode Shore Leave of the original series, and like in the opening minutes of the episode, Kirk asks for a back rub, and the human starts giving him a back rub, and then Spock comes around the front of the chair, and Kirk looks over and sees that it's Spock, and he's like, oh, stop, because it's very subtle in William Shatner's performance, but it's so clear that William Shatner thought Spock was giving him the massage, and I'm like, I see what's going on here. So there was some contention and the more toxic side of fandoms, and I understand some people even in good faith have issue with Kirk being bisexual. There are arguments to be had. I'm not saying it has to be. Again, nuance is a thing. There's the conversation usually comes out somewhere in the middle, but I would be here for a bisexual Kirk. I think that would be fantastic. Castellass, you can't stay. I'm sure I'm behind in the chat, but Castellass says that can't stay awake any longer. Well, have a wonderful night, Castellass. If you, for some reason, are still here, I send you love and thank you for being here, Castellass. Apologies that if I didn't catch that when you were probably still here. So, and Victoria, well, you made it to the live stream. Well, I'm glad you are here. I'm glad to have you in the live stream. I don't know what accent that was, but now it's suddenly become something else. Like that was a lot of random stuff there. Sorry, I'm just quick checking something. There we go. Cool. It's on her OnlyFans account. Oh boy. No, Jessie Gender's not starting her OnlyFans account. not judging OnlyFans, but no, not yet. Maybe one day. Maybe one day I will. All right. Let's see. Osiris, heart to you. Thank you so much for your super chat. What is your opinion on Star Trek Voyager? What would you recommend as a good alternative to watch? I love Voyager growing up. How about you? I like Star Trek Voyager. I actually did a video on Star Trek Voyager back towards the beginning of the pandemic because my thoughts on Star Trek Voyager, and I'm actually doing a rewatch right now of it. I'm in the middle of it trying to watch along with the podcast Delta Flyers, which is the actors who played Kim and Tom Paris have a podcast together talking about the show and sort of rewatching. So that's it's a lot of fun. So I've been rewatching it, Star Trek Voyager. And my thoughts on Voyager is like, it is by far not perfect, especially in earlier seasons. I think Voyager gets a little bit more tropey than early Trek does. Like it falls into like kind of a rhythm, and it doesn't ever take full advantage of its concept. Like, it doesn't take advantage of the Maquis really well. It doesn't really take advantage of the Delta Quadrant super well. It does at times. And I think the other big thing is it overuses the reset button. Like, every episode is just like, and everything's fine, and we're going to not deal with it. Which, was fine in TNG in the original series, but by Voyager's time was a little bit stale. And even Star Trek Enterprise had that same problem until later seasons. But all that being said, I feel like Star Trek Voyager really does hit its stride in several of its episodes, especially when 7 of 9 comes in. No offense to Cass, but 7 of 9 I think really added the oomph that show needed. But I think overall that show has such strong characters and such strong performances, like Kate Mulgrew, Tim Russ, all of them, like literally all the entire cast. Even Ethan Phillips. Like, I'm notoriously not a fan of Neelix, but Ethan Phillips is a wonderful human being and does a great job with what he's given for that character. I just don't necessarily adore there's moments where Neelix is great, but overall I don't really enjoy him. But Ethan Phillips is a wonderful actor and does a wonderful job with Neelix. Like, his performance is engaging. His writing, not so much always, but the performance always is. So the characters, I think, is what Star Trek Voyager really is. And honestly, also, Star Trek Voyager is like the best comfort Trek. It really is. Because it's one of those, like, it feels like whenever I just want to put on a regular Star Trek episode, I almost always lean towards Voyager. Like, Next Generation is great, and Deep Space Nine's like when I want to get to the real Trek is like the hard-hitting Trek, I'll go Deep Space Nine. Next Generation is like peak Trek in terms of like, that era of like the TNG era of Star Trek. But Voyager is like the comfort food Star Trek. And then Enterprise is the weird dorky, out there Star Trek sibling that I just really love because I love the weird elements of Trek. And then Modern Trek is its own conversation that I love. I'm a fan of Modern Trek, as many people know, and always will be. I'll critique it and I have issues with it, but I have issues with old Trek too. So, but yeah, Voyager for me is very much the comfort Trek. And I did a video on it a few weeks ago. Or a few weeks ago, about a year ago at this point now that I think about it. So if you want my overall thoughts of Voyager, that would be it. But yeah, Voyager, I love it. I mean, there's no Star Trek show that I dislike. There's not a single Star Trek show that I dislike. There are elements and things that I like and hate about, each show, but there's not a single Star Trek show that I dislike. I think I love all of them for their different reasons. So, all right, catching up here on the super chat. Elizabeth Chris, thank you so much for your super chat. You said, let's see, nuances, mods, trans friends for pride. Well, heart to all of those people, and I agree. Heart to nuances, heart to mods, heart to trans friends for pride. Thank you so much, Elizabeth Chris. I really appreciate that. Okay, quick pulling down here, catching up on the chat. Let's see, Ulysses, nope. Did I miss one? Here we are. Azura Sparkle, heart to you. Thank you so much for your super chat. I love the little doggy. You are amazing. Thank you so much. City of Shadow Seas. I'm an ace lady. Oh, well, heart to you. Sorry, I need to give you your heart. Thank you so much, City of Shadow Seas. Also, great profile name, by the way. You said, I'm an ace lady, live in Illinois. We don't have pride parades here. I'm sorry. That sucks. That sucks. I mean, because of the pandemic, I'm in Seattle. There's no pride this year, a physical pride, which I understand. It is sort of sad. I'm like, oh, I'm fully vaccinated. I would love to have gone to a physical event, if they could have made it safe, but I understand. And so that sucks. I'm surprised that Illinois doesn't have any pride parades. Is that just I hope that's just a this year thing because of, the pandemic, because that would suck. You deserve to have, people in Illinois deserve to have a pride celebration just as much as any other LGBTQ person anywhere. So, I'm sorry to hear that. So, but yeah, I don't know if it's for the same reason, but there's no physical pride this year too. There's some pride events, but it's all virtual, which again, understand, totally get it. Saddening, but I get it. Totally get it. So I'd rather side on the edge of caution, rather than not. So there you go. Let's see. Heart to a person on YouTube. Hello, a person on YouTube. Good to see ya. Heart to you. You said, why do you guys think of legbit as a simple what do you guys think of legbit as a simple 2-syllable abbreviation for LGBTQ community, a la NB? I'm not sure. I mean, I'd have to hear about it. I mean, I don't really know. I guess I'm not really about it. I mean, the term, there was a YouTuber that did a really great discussion on the word, and I'm going to say this word, and I apologize if it does bother some people. I know it does, but I'm going to say queer. There was a wonderful YouTuber who did a great video. I'm going to see if I can find it on reclaiming the term queer. Here it is. The YouTuber is James Somerton. I would very much recommend his work. He does really, really great videos, really in-depth videos. And he did a great video on his view on the word LGBTQ. I don't hate the word LGBTQ. My problem with the word LGBTQ is it segments the community, when I really think that, being a member of this community is all about coming together. And again, I'm not like, oh, it's a terrible term. I understand the impetus for the term, but there's so many different people that word leaves out. It leaves out maybe asexuals. It maybe leaves out, pansexuals, polyamorous people. So many people that we could consider part of that spectrum. So I really, yeah. So I mean, I'm not against using it as something like NB, for non-binary people, but I'm not against it, but I'm not necessarily all the way for it. Plus, legbit is a bit unwieldy as a term. NB kind of flows, whereas legbit doesn't really flow off the tongue all that well, sounds like. But I don't really know much about it, so. All right. Von Tux, heart to you. Thank you so much for your super chat. You said Klingons win the warrior race game due to Kor and his glorious trans acceptance. Doesn't even skip a beat for his beloved old friend. Yes, that's one of my favorite scenes in all of Star Trek. It's the scene from Deep Space Nine where oh God, what is that episode? The Klingon. It's where all the Klingons, the actors who played the Klingons from Star Trek the original series, appeared on Deep Space Nine for the first time, and they're all friends with Jadzia Dax. Conveniently, Jadzia, is it the Way of the Warrior? That doesn't feel right. Klingon episode. It was Blood Oath in season 2. Season 2. Blood Oath season 2. Anyways, they're all friends with Dax, and Kor is locked in jail, so Jadzia goes and visits him in jail, and obviously Jadzia used to be known as Curzon Dax, in a male body, as sort of the Trills species sort of thing. So Korg says, oh, my friend Curzon Dax, it's so great to see you. And Jadzia like, no, it's actually Jadzia now. And then he goes, Jadzia, my old friend, and immediately accepts her, changes his name. It's such a great metaphor for dead names for the trans people, for trans people. So Kor and Klingons are trans allies. Hell yeah. Glory to you and your house. So yeah, very much. That is absolutely wonderful. And I agree, Maro Cat. Cass was very underused in Star Trek. It's also, I want to do a video on it. I'm not 100% sure if I will, but I might at some point. Let me just see something. Let's see. Just quick checking something real quick. All right. Thank you, mods, by the way. I see if you're catching a few things. So thank you so much to the mods for catching the few things here and there. Much appreciated to you, lovely mods. But anyways, what was I saying? There was something I was talking about. I was talking about trans acceptance by Klingons. I forgot. Oh, Cass. I do want to do a video on Cass at some point. Because I feel like the way that she was handled in Star Trek Voyager, especially in the other seasons, was, let's be frank, kind of creepy. Like, kind of creepy. She's technically not even 2 years old at the beginning of the series, and they kind of put her in a few sexual situations, and she kind of has several different romantic interests, like between the Doctor, Tom Paris, and Neelix. And like I said, there's nuance in that conversation, but there's, again, that's why I would want to do a whole video. So definitely some stuff to talk about with that. So, right, let's see. Just quick checking some stuff. All right. And again, thank you to some of the people, the moderators, for catching some stuff. You are all lovely. All right. City of Shadows, City of Shadow Seas, heart to you. Thank you so much for your super chat. You said, are there any Voyager episodes or seasons that dealt with asexuality? Potentially. But I don't know off the top of my head. It's been a hot minute since I would remember that. Nothing explicit. I'm sure there's probably an alien species that was like, we do not have sex, sort of thing. But nothing that immediately comes to my mind that handled it with nuance and grace, unfortunately. Which is sad. I feel like Star Trek should be representative of the asexual community. I feel like that's another area of representation that we don't really see enough of today. We don't really see enough of asexual representation. And especially the spectrum of asexuality. People tend to think it's like, oh, asexuality, just someone who doesn't want to have sex. Well, and again, I'm not asexual, so there's much more nuance to it than I can speak to, but there's a whole spectrum of asexuality. There's asexual people who don't mind having sex. They're just someone's like, I'm not interested in it, but if my partner wants it, I will be happy to have sex. There are also some people, asexual people, is like, I don't care about sex one way or the other. And then there's some asexual people is like, no, I do not want to even, talk about sex. I don't want to have sex. It's not something that I am comfortable with. Sex repulsed. And there's variations on all of those things. So yeah, I feel like that's something that needs more discussion. And I feel like we need more representation. So yeah, unfortunately, there's nothing that immediately comes to mind. And even if there was, it would probably be like an alien race or just a character who just doesn't have sex a lot, which is not explicit or good representation overall. I mean, certainly you can read yourself into it, like I did with Jadzia in Star Trek Deep Space Nine, but by no means is it the most explicit or best representation. Just quick checking something. Cool. Just quick checking these things. Jennifer Starling, heart to you. Thank you so much for your super chat. I really appreciate you. You said, I went to my first Pride Parade back in 2016 before I realized I'm trans and bi. I was in the parade on stilts. The float, it was a kink related. Oh, that's awesome. That sounds like very fun. That sounds like a fun time. Again, large discussion to be had about kink at Pride, and like I said, we have a whole video on it tomorrow. But that's amazing. That sounds like wonderful time. It sounds like it was pretty fun. Let's see. A person on YouTube, heart to you. Thank you so much for both of you got two of them. Heart to you, both of you. You're both wonderful. You are lovely. Let's see. You said I made it up. Well, yeah, like I said, I hadn't heard of leg bit. Like I said, it's not a bad idea. I don't mind it as an idea. But yeah, it just doesn't flow off the tongue as well. But no, it's not a bad idea. Andrew Clegg, heart to you. Thank you so much. You said, Andrew Clegg, speaking of comfort food other than Taco Bell, comfort food other than Taco Bell, sushi. Sushi's my comfort food. Comfort music, Chiverches. I listen to Chiverches. They're my favorite band. Comfort video game, Sonic Adventure 2. Sonic Adventure 2 is the game where it's like, I'm just good at racing through that game, and it's just so comfortable to just put it on. So if I ever just need a comfort video game, Sonic Adventure 2, Andrew Clegg, that's easily my super comfort video game. I just put that on just to run through it and beat it. So yeah, I think that's probably my my biggest one. So let's see. Let's see real quick. Mark, thank you so much. Happy Pride to you. Heart to you. You are lovely. Just quick checking something. There we are. Happy Pride to everyone and to Newt. Well, Newt says hi. He's in the other room sleeping. So I had the door closed. So there we are. Sarah, happy Pride to you. Good to see you. Also, Sarah is the creator of the Costume Codex, what I was talking about earlier. So if you love the Costume Codex, I would very much recommend Sarah's channel. So, all right. Ooh, yes, I love a Chow Garden. Just quick checking some things. Here we are. There we are. All right. I'm finally caught up on the chat. Just making sure I was all caught. Heart to you. Hope the haters are staying away. Looking for the strength to come out as autistic. I'm already out as trans. Thank you for being you. Well, thank you, Mary. I appreciate you. Haters are gonna hate, and it happens. Again, thank you to the mods for being lovely and doing so it's lovely doing mod stuff. So, there's like I said, I just want to quick thank the mods. I've seen there's been a few people coming into the chat. I don't know if anyone in the general discourse can see it because the mods have been doing such an excellent job. So thank you to you. You are lovely, and I very much appreciate you. Like I said, I've tried to set up a few protections and things like that. So we'll do our best. We may not catch everything. All right. Just quick checking one other quick thing here. Aw. And yeah, Mary, that's totally, by the way, you were talking about finding the strength to come out as autistic. Sorry, I was just quick checking some of the channel stuff. But you said, hope the haters are staying away. Ready to come out. I'm already out as trans. Yeah, I mean, like I said, autistic is something that, like, explore what it means for you. If you can get diagnosed, that's totally fine. But also just, like, if it helps you understand yourself, like, if having the autistic label helps you understand yourself, then that's totally fine. And like I said, I know there's more. This is a whole contentious topic, and I know it has a lot more nuance to it as well. There are people who are more extreme on the autism spectrum that have a lot more stuff that they have to deal with. But I also understand, like, what the term autism really should be about is helping you understand and handle, like, certain characteristics about yourself, and it is a broad spectrum. And so if labeling yourself as autistic and coming to understand yourself as autistic, whether you've been diagnosed or not, helps you understand yourself and helps other people describe you and your, like, how you exist in the world, that's really awesome, and that's really important. I myself was diagnosed when I was younger, and that really helped me sort of come to terms with how I exist in the world, how I see the world. It helped me understand my perception of the world, and I think that that's really important. So let's see. Heart to Lore Reloaded. Heart to you. It's good to see you. Yay for Pride Month. You are awesome, Lore Reloaded. I absolutely adore you. You are fan-frickin-tastic. Lore Reloaded's another YouTube creator who, I don't always agree with you, Lore Reloaded, but you're a good person, has always been kind to me. So yeah, Lore Reloaded, you are wonderful, and happy Pride to you, my friend. Let's see. Lisa Garrison, this is a tricky one. Do you think it's okay to speculate in Ann Coulter's gender history? No. This is just a general rule for me, and I see two other quick super chats, and I'll get to them, but I just want to answer this question. I don't think it's appropriate to sort of ask questions or question someone's gender history. You just accept the gender that they are, and they tell you they are, and that's how you move forward. In terms of speculating on someone's gender history, I just wouldn't do it. Only you take someone as they are, take someone as they tell you they are, and that's just what you need to go through. If someone feels like opening up about that, like I am someone who, when I was, seen as a boy when I was born, I was raised as a boy, but I came to understand myself and feel more like a woman, and I came out as trans and transitioned, and I present more in the world as a woman now today, even though I kind of do still identify in that sort of non-binary sphere as well, whereas like a demi-woman is sort of the term that I would use. Then that's like how best to put it? I don't think that we should speculate that. I don't think that we should speculate on on people's gender histories. I just don't think it's appropriate, unfortunately. So, King R, heart to you. Thank you so much for your super chat. I really appreciate you. You said, can't watch completely at the moment, but I wanted to show my love. I love your work and your personality is infectious. Well, you are lovely. You are absolutely lovely, King, and I really do appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate you. Tracy Dale, heart to you, said, will there be getting more Mass Effect streams because they're fun? Yes. I'll be playing more Mass Effect on Saturday. So that is very much appreciated. So, and Coulter, yes. So, let's see. Yeah, so, and by the way, with Ann Coulter, like, in terms of, like, talking about people's gender histories, like, don't speculate on someone's gender history. And I say that about anybody. Like, regardless of whether there's someone we agree with, disagree with, you know, whether they work for Fox News, whether they're the most awful type of person, you just don't do it. You don't do it. It's like, for example, I don't agree with, why am I blanking on her name? I'm blanking on her famous trans woman. She's running for governor of California. I literally forgot her name. I literally forgot her name. Dang, why am I blanking on her name? Oh my gosh. Ugh, why am I blanking on that? Let's see. Can someone in the chat tell me, Caitlyn Jenner. Thank you, Caitlyn Jenner. I do not know why my brain just blanked on her. I literally blanked on her name, but I don't agree with Caitlyn Jenner. I think she has terrible views. She throws the trans community under the bus quite a lot. It's really awful, and I think her views are very wrong. That being said, though, I would never misgender her. Never misgender her to attack her. That is cheap and it's gross and disgusting. To misgender someone because you disagree with them or because you're angry at them or because you think that they have, like, I disagree with her views. I think she is very bad for the trans community in terms of it being a public figure for the trans community. You know, she's welcome. Yeah, I'm not saying she's not a member. She is a member of the trans community. I'm not throwing her out of that, but she's not a great representative of the trans community. And she hurts the trans community as a whole with some of her views that she publicly states. But I would never misgender her. That's just wrong. It's just wrong. We can respect someone's personhood and respect someone's humanity and just show them basic decency as a human, and also understand that they are someone that we need to fight against and disagree with and need to push back against. But we never discount that part of it. So I think that that's just so incredibly important. So, all right. All righty. All right. So it has been the hour. So we are wrapping up the stream here. And I just want to say, so I do think that there are, I just want to give also let me restart. So to wrap out the stream here today, yes, goes to the goes Aaron. 100% agree with you. Intentionally misgendering is inherently transphobic, even when done by cis people. So I just want to say a few things before we wrap out the stream tonight. First off, I just want to say thank you to the mods. Unfortunately, there were a few people that came in here trying to be mean, but I am so glad that regardless of that, this stream has always been staying positive and wonderful and kind. The predominant amount of people here are kind and loving and wonderful. And I absolutely adore all of you. So I'm just so thankful for this community, and I'm so thankful for all of you. And especially to the mods. Mods, I love you. I adore you. I appreciate you all so much for helping this channel. This channel would not be as safe a place and is not as wonderful a place without all of you. So I freaking adore you. I freaking adore you so much for being just absolutely wonderful. So thank you so much. And Jay the Pyromaniac, please, yes, I would love to see that Trill drawing. Thank you so much if you're doing the Trill drawing. So yeah, thank you so much thank you everybody for being wonderful in the chat. Thank you to the mods for being absolutely wonderful. And thank you to this community for being absolutely wonderful. I adore and love you all. I'm giving you all hearts. You give all of the hearts and all of the amazing wonderfulness that you deserve and kindnesses that you deserve. A couple quick things. Tomorrow, there will be the video of Kink at Pride going up at 11 o'clock. that will be premiering at 11 o'clock. So please come and join me there. I'll be there with everybody watching. I hope everyone enjoys that. I'll be doing a stream on Saturday of Mass Effect 2. So I hope to catch you all there. And yeah, have a wonderful Pride. Have a wonderful time. Again, I just want to say thank you to the mods and sending love to the mods. I adore you so much. And I will see you all tomorrow and on Saturday. Have a wonderful evening, you lovely, lovely people.